Hello my dear friends and my dear students, myself Dr. J.P. Tripathi. Today I am going to tell you about the sexual perversion. This is part 3. I have already uploaded my part 1, part 2 of this section in my YouTube channel. You can refer it. Let's start our lecture. Before starting today's section, I would like to tell about the sexual perversion. Sexual perversion, as I have told you, it is sexual paraphilia or sexual deviation. Sexual perversions are persistently indulging sexual activity or fantasies in which the complete satisfaction is sought and obtained without sexual intercourse. Okay. In today's section, I am going to tell you about the sexual perversions. In this section, I have explained these types of sexual perversion: Eurolangia, Caprolagnia, Masturbation, Troilism, Oedipus complex, Mixoscopia, play piercing, Bobbitt Syndrome, Pyromania, Narcism, Pygmalionism, Zoophilia, Scatologia, Caprolalia. These are the sexual perversion which I am going to cover today. We will take in short each sexual perversion one by one. Let's start. Eurolangia. Eurolangia is also called as Narcism or Europhilia, or also called as golden shower. Okay, it is types of sexual perversion where the person gets sexual gratification, or his sexual gratification get provoked by sight, smell of urine, or by witnessing the act of urination by someone of the same or opposite sex. The person feels satisfaction by seeing the urine or seeing the act of urination, or many times he feels sexual gratifies if someone do urination upon himself. Okay, so these types of sexual perversion is called as Eurolangia or golden shower. You can call it Europhilia or Narcism. These are all are the synonyms of Eurolangia. Caprolalia. It is also a type of sexual perversion in which the sexual gratification is provoked and associated by the sight or smell of feces, or by witnessing the act of defecation by someone of same or opposite sex. What is the difference between Caprolalia and Eurolangia? We have already covered Eurolangia. The person was feeling sexually gratified at the time of urination. Okay, but here in Caprolalia, it is a type of sexual gratification where the person gets sexually gratified by the smell or sight of feces, or if he see anyone at the time of defecation. Okay, he feels sexually gratified. This is called as Caprolalia. Masturbation. Masturbation, it is also known as onanism or obsessions or autoerotism. Masturbation is obtaining of sexual gratification through deliberate self-stimulation of genitals. Okay, the mild masturbatory exercises are common both male and the female and are of little importance. But masturbation is an offense only when it is practiced openly in the public. Okay, this is called the masturbation. Let me tell about few points of the masturbation. The techniques are usually manual, by moving the penis against the bed or other object using hollow articles like bottles, test tubes, etc. It is practiced by the males. In case of female, the female may usually use the fingers to stimulate the clitoris or labia majora. Genitals may be rubbed against the pillow or the bed. The females may use artificial articles made of rubber or plastics which stimulates the female genitalia. Okay. Troilism. It is types of sexual intercourse or sexual perversion in which the more than two persons are involved at the time of sexual activities. It is an intercourse with more than one partner at the same time. Usually 3 persons are involved, either 2 female and 1 male, or 2 male and 1 female. Another variation of Troilism is where the perverted person shares his wife or girlfriend with another and observes the act from hidden places or from the front. Many times these types of sexual gratification, the persons try to share his girlfriend or his wife with another person. He enjoy or get sexual gratification at the time by observing the act of sexual intercourse in front of or from the hidden place. This is called as Troilism. Another complex is there, sexual perversion. These are Oedipus complex or Electra complex or Pharaon complex. What is Oedipus complex? It is sexual desire of son towards his mother. What is Electra complex? It is sexual desire of daughter towards her father. And Pharaon complex is a sexual desire of brother towards his sister. These are the few types of complexes which are included in sexual perversion. I hope it is clear. Mixoscopia. It is a form of voyeurism in which the sexual gratification is obtained by observing the other engaged in sexual intercourse. It is type of sexual perversion where the person feels satisfaction by seeing anyone who are involved in sexual intercourse. Okay, he observes the activity from the far distance, from far away, or from the hidden place. It is known as mixoscopia. Play piercing. What is play piercing? It is a sadomasochistic sexual perversion in which the sex play often performed alone. It is the activity which is done alone. Here, what is happening here? Here, the stimulation of genitalia is done by disposable hypodermic needles, pins, swing needle, or even by the nails. Okay. Here, what they are doing, the hypodermic needles are frequently inserted into the genital part. In female, it is inserted around labia majora, labia minora, clitoris, or prepuce. This may often cause localized swelling and the trauma. So these are called as play piercing, as the name suggests, piercing. What the person is doing, he feel sexual gratification by piercing his genitalia, by inserting various types of pointed objects like needle, pins, swing needles, and even the nails into their genital parts, and they feel sexually gratified at the time of doing all these activities. It's known as play piercing. Bobbitt Syndrome. Okay, this type of syndrome, this is a type of perversion in which the female partner amputate the penis of her male partner with the help of sharp cutting weapon. Whenever any female partner amputate the male organs, penis, by any mean, by using any sharp cutting weapons, this types of sexual perversion is called as Bobbitt syndrome. Pyromania. It is unusual form of sexual perversion where the person feels sexually stimulated or feels sexually gratified by seeing the flame or seeing the destruction of building. These types of sexual perversions are considered as psychosexual disorder or latent form of sadism, where the person either involved in a sexual activity at the time of seeing the flame, or by seeing the fire, or seeing the destruction of building. Okay, this is known as pyromania. Narcism or narcissism. This is the type of perversion in which the person feels sexually gratified by loving himself or herself. The self-love, which may or may not include sexual or genital excitation, sexual gratification, genital excitation. What is happening here? The person is very much possessive about himself or herself. He loves or he love himself or herself so much, so he feels sexually gratified. Narcissism is a type of personality or disorder characterized by sense of grandiosity or self-love or do self-admirations. Okay, their whole life, the most of the time they get involved in self-love. Okay, self-grandiosity, self-admirations. These types of sexual perversions are called as narcissism. Pygmalionism. This is the type of perversion in which the person is falling in love with an self-made object, often feels sexually gratification with them. Many times the person are very much possessive about their objects, or sometimes they meet such types of object and they are very much possessive of that object what they made. Okay, they feel very much love with that object, and even they get involved with that object sexually. Okay, they feel sexual gratification with them. Okay, this is known as Pygmalionism. Okay, Zoophilia. Zoophilia means bestiality or okay, is also called as bestiality. The sexual satisfaction is obtained from founding of animals. Okay, in other words, you can say that what is best, it is also called as bestiality. Bestiality means the sexual intercourse by a human being with a lower animals, either through anus or through vagina. Okay, whenever any person do sexual activity with a lower animals, okay, by fondling of animals. This types of condition is known as bestiality. Okay. Scatologia. Okay, it is also called as telephone scatologia. Scatologia is associated with the obscene telephone calls. In telephone scatologia, the obscene telephone calls are made usually by the heterosexuals, males, who calls known or unknown females or males to carry out sexual proactive conversations. This type of sexual perversion where the person feel sexual gratifications, okay, he feels good while talking the sexual activity, about the sexual activity, okay, they call their opposite sex or same sex partner, okay, and keep on talking with very much sexually proactive conversations. Okay, these types of kind of sexual perversion is known as scatologia. Okay. Caprolalia. It is a type of sexual perversion where the person feels sexual excitement, or sexual excitement is obtained by using obscene language. Here the person uses sexual words at the time of talking to feel sexually gratified. So this is a Caprolalia. So my dear friends and my dear students, this was all about today's topic. Today I have covered the sexual perversions. This was the part 3 of sexual perversions. I have already uploaded my lectures in sexual perversion part 1, part 2 in my YouTube channel. Please refer it if you want. So take care. Please subscribe for upcoming topic. Thank you very much.